all about my money, get my Glock and tell my higher than a bitch, I'm off the oil, they don't get it. Running up my money, I'm getting my money, I'm talking my chicken. Bitch be talking that shit, but whole time told that bitch to listen. Running up this shit, but whole time ain't no competition.
Alright, what's cracking, y'all? So look, we trying something different. You know what I'm saying? We vlogging different. This is gonna be the way we start vlogging for now on. Every single time we're gonna be doing it like this, so that way we can get more active, more busy. It's less work. You know what I'm saying? We work smarter, not harder. I don't know why I've been lazy to try it this way, but we gonna do it this way. So you know the Kia Boys shit, right? We discussing the Kia Boys today, shorty. No cap. I don't think I've ever discussed the Kia Boys at all. If at all. Like, fuck you talking about. I don't think I ever got on the channel and discussed the Kia Boys. You feel me? So, I don't know what the fuck. I was just watching some video. And actually, I was just on IG. And a video popped up. Minnesota Kia Boys. You feel me? And basically a lady was making a complaint, and she had reposted the video of her Kia getting stolen from in front of her crib. And it raised curiosity in my head because I rewatched the video at least like, I want to say like 7-8 times. And I'm like, bro, I was confused because when one of the people get inside the Kia, right? They get inside the car, and then you see them stick something, rather it's a screwdriver or the cord, into the ignition or something, but then they get up and put their feet like on the dashboard, you know what I'm saying, bro? And they get to like, I don't know if they was kicking it or if they was like, I don't know, but like they really had their feet on a motherfucking, like doing something. I don't know what the hell they was doing, bro, but then next thing I know, they mans was getting in the back seat behind them, and they was pulling off in the car that they was in. That they pulled up in. Instantly busted the UE and got up out of there with him, right? So, I'm just sitting here. I'm like, man, hold on. This just raised whole curiosity and wonder in my head to, why the fuck is these cars so easy to fucking steal? And why haven't they been recalled in general? Why hasn't Kia been told to literally take every single last one of their cars off the street and literally refund all the, y'all might go bankrupt, but that's y'all fault. Y'all should have thought about that instead of cutting corners and making shit. Y'all should have thought about some shit that was potentially gonna bite y'all in the ass. Y'all not putting an immobilizer in y'all car, which I'll tell y'all and explain to y'all what it is. So every car has an immobilizer. Most cars have an immobilizer. Well, most new cars have an immobilizer in it. What an immobilizer is basically it's a key tracer. So if your key's not in the vehicle, it can't start. And if it's not in the ignition, the actual key, it can't start. Well, since Kia doesn't have an immobilizer, one, it doesn't need any physical key to actually be within preference. And even if you do have a key, it can be any key shaved to fit in the ignition. You know what I'm saying? And then finessed in whatever. So since they ain't got a immobilizer, basically we can take any key. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. This isn't a new problem. It's just more common due to internet and TikTok. So, I want to say, long ass time ago, I was still staying with my mom, and I was a little boy. You know what I'm saying? One of my neighbors, right? She had a Hyundai. Yep. She had a Hyundai. I really thought she had a Toyota. Could have sworn she had a Toyota. Nope, she got the Toyota after the Hyundai. That's what it was. So I think she had a red Hyundai. If I'm not mistaken, she had a red Hyundai because she ended up getting a green Toyota after that. Yep. So she had a Hyundai or whatever, right? Nice little Hyundai that she had got. And this same situation, the Kia Boy shit, happened to her before Kia Boys even existed, bro. Decades before the Kia Boys even came into existence, she got Kia Boy. So some Asians came because she had an Asian, these Asian cars, and it was for sure some Mexicans, let me not be racist, but for surely it wasn't no black people, because in this neighborhood and and how it was and everything, they ended up finding her car and everything, and she got them it was for surely, I think, some Asians, if I wasn't mistaken. But yeah, our neighborhood and surroundings is majority Asian. Like Mexicans too, like decent, but majority Asian. So I'm like, But anyway though, so they the way Hondas is set up is so crazy, bro. Back then, they had a key, or they used to make a key, or their key a certain way to where one key could unlock mostly all of their cars. All you had to do was shave it a certain way. Like, and it ain't a whole bunch, like you stick it in and try to twist it, and it'll fit in and this time the third and damn near go. But if it don't go, you gotta just probably take it, wiggle it a little bit, or probably pop it a little bit more, up in there a little bit more, or some shit like that. Twist that bitch or whatever. But they had a way where you could sit here, shave the key down. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Shave the key down or do whatever. This should have fit into any single Honda or Hyundai. So they came, boom, was able to unlock her car with that bitch and started with the same key. Like it was literally the car key. Got up out of there. No signs of anything. Smooth. They didn't have no cameras, no nothing, no anything. So how they was able to end up finding all this shit out was crazy because police had to really do their job. But yeah, basically, so I ended up looking it up, right? So I'm like, man, I want to really see. I want to try to find a video of somebody showing me potentially, since it's already all on the fucking internet now. Like, you know, first it was a secret and motherfuckers was being corrupt as hell putting this shit on TikTok. Now it's all over the motherfucking internet to the point where it's just like the motherfuckers who got Kias and ain't got Kias need to know how easy it is and why. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm finna do a video reaction to this video. So it's a 12-minute video. I just already did 6-minute intro, so it's gonna be like a nice little 25-minute video, no cap. Cause you know I'm gonna do a little recap after or whatever. But I'm like, yeah, bro, I want to react to this shit. So let's do that. Black screen, blank screen. Bro, and I'm rolling up my weed right now too, so you feel me, bro.
The screech of stolen cars can be heard ripping through roads.
They're stealing Kias and Hyundais with a cell phone charger.
And a new viral trend that is now a real-life menace.
I don't give a where you at. If you in Japan, Australia, you in the middle of Antarctica, you got a kid that's on that, please be safe. I'm gonna beat your ass whoever did this, bro.
Earlier this year, the Kia Boys Challenge took over TikTok, and because of it, thousands of cars just like this one have been stolen with nothing more than a screwdriver and an iPhone cable. How the hell do you steal a car with just these two things? Well, today, we're gonna find out. Welcome to Donut.
That's why I'm like, yep, we finna do a reaction.
A couple of months ago, TikToks of kids stealing cars with nothing more than a USB cable and calling themselves the Kia Boys went viral. That trend started with a bunch of kids in Milwaukee who figured out that certain model Kias and Hyundais were unusually easy to steal. So they started breaking into them and then joyriding them around town. No, you heard of the Kia Boys?
So who's the 2024 Frontier Pro 4X4? It's for someone who wants to be more than a weekend warrior. Who wants to take on tough trails without losing comfort or modern technology. It's a real truck that just lets you truck.
There's gonna be an ad every 2 seconds.
And then look at this guy.
It's just hilarious because, like, these, okay, no offense to Kia, they're like the most boring cars to steal.
I know.
Every video I've seen of this tomfoolery, it's just like kids swerving. Like this guy, he's just swerving back and forth. It's a crime of almost convenience, you know?
Yeah.
Like these are super easy to steal. And then just do this. Just swerve back and forth.
Just swerving.
Just swerving.
And they have their seatbelt on.
Yes.
This is what happens when you defund.
Kills me, bro. Kills me, bro. Bro, these little boys be, hey, safety first, but you already done said fuck your safety when you went joyriding, gang. That's one thing. Then on top of that, you said fuck your safety and your freedom pretty much, bro, by going and risking your life by jumping in one of these just to drive it around, whip it around, pick motherfuckers up, do this, smoking it, blow it down, all of this, crash it, and then motherfuckers run, go about their business, be carless again, and start over and do the same shit tomorrow. And just keep doing this shit every single day. Then motherfuckers get so comfortable and get tired of stealing them bitches They be like, all right, look, we gonna get tired of stealing these bitches every single day, so this what we finna do. We finna steal one, right? We gonna be smooth. We gonna instantly dry that. We gonna go steal one far in the whole area that y'all know we don't even be in and shit. Cause we gonna be sliding that bitch over on our side of town. And then what we gonna do is we gonna slide that bitch for a few days, you know what I'm saying? Here and there, we gonna smut it throughout the day, you know, but we gonna drive it for a day or two, you know what I'm saying? Boom. Then go pull up in a whole nother area, probably around the same area we just got this bitch from, but try not to. But you know, little niggas is dumb, so they might go back to the same area because they know, like, we found this car over there, we fucking found another. We seen another kid over there last time anyway. They got a few kids in that area. So fuck around, go back over there if they dumb ass being hot, don't even care. Get another car, bring that bitch all the way back to they side again. That motherfuckers instantly park the old steamer somewhere, smut it, boom. All of them hop up in a new steamer, be up in that bitch, slide and kill boy it out, whoop through our bam, depending on how they feel. Then after they do that, motherfucker fuck around my eyebrow, drop us back to the other steamer, whoop through our bam. We finna go get another one. Alright, my motherfuckers pull up 2 cars strong, cause it's 2 more. Y'all done went and picked up 2 more homies who say they want one too now, and they willing to go steal one, cause y'all done told them how to do it. So now y'all go pull them up on one. They go hop in one. Now y'all 3 Kia boys strong, 3 Kia cars strong and shit like that. And just, bro. Yeah.
Fund school.
Shit crazy. It's like
This is a lady who's a victim of it. So they trashed her car.
She was Gertie, and she was my pride and joy. And she's not anymore.
Why do they have to use the name? I love it. Like it's a person.
McFarlane is among Milwaukee's nearly 4,000 victims of car theft this year, many at the hands of the Kia boys, stealing Hyundais and Kias for joyrides. Compared to this, thefts are down a bit.
Now in my head, I'm thinking that my car, my baby, Gertie, is out there maybe jumping a curb and hitting somebody.
I feel bad too. Nolan doesn't give a shit about these people. The fact that there was another one.
That was comedy gold. That was insane, dude. Carol, I'm sorry that happened to your car.
And we're sorry to hear about Gertie.
But dude, Gertie fucking sent it.
But this isn't something that's just happening in Milwaukee. It's happening nationwide. In Detroit, 111 Kias were stolen in the month of July. In Charlotte, North Carolina, 156 Kias and Hyundai.
Fronto, bro, what the fuck is this, fam? I ain't gonna lie, look, I'm finna start just ordering from the Leaf Only website or whatever the fuck, and yeah, we done with the corner stores and shit like that, bro, because, and this ain't the corner store's fault neither, bro, because all they do is they just purchase the leaves, you feel me? They don't package and they don't do none of that shit. What the fuck? Y'all just seen that big ass hole? They bogus as hell, man. Like, y'all know I love y'all, bro. Y'all been doing me kind of foul. And I ain't really been fucking with how the Fronto's been burning lately, bro. Y'all know I love y'all, though, folks. My homies, I ain't gonna never bash y'all, though. I'm just kind of disappointed a little lately. But you know, I stay, I'm loyal. You know what I'm saying?
Hyundais were stolen in the same month. And cops even in Chicago have reported a 767% increase in vehicle thefts. Even here in Los Angeles, there have already been over 1,600 more Kias and Hyundais stolen compared to last year. So what I want to know is, how are the Kia boys doing this? Now, a car's ignition system is a pretty simple combination of a lock cylinder and an electrical switch. Use the right key and you can rotate that cylinder to activate a switch, which closes off a circuit to engage the starter. Now, in the past, thieves could steal your car by taking a screwdriver and ramming it into the ignition cylinder, or by using some sort of contraption like this to hotwire your car. Now, hotwiring a car isn't like what it is in the movies. What the idea is, you can rip apart the steering column, which we've already done. You can pull out the wiring from behind the ignition cylinder, and then take some sort of jumper wire and jump some of these lines, bypassing the switch itself in the ignition cylinder and starting the car. Let's see if I can actually get this thing started.
The 2024 Frontier Pro 4X is trail ready right off the lot. It's got Bilstein shocks, 17-inch wheels, all-terrain tires.
Man. Damn.
Is the lips cool?
Yeah, I like the lip.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the back of this plug here. What I need to do is push in the clutch. Heck yeah. Hot-wired my first car. Now that wasn't particularly hard to do, but for the past couple decades, most automobile manufacturers have been defending against those types of attacks by installing immobilizers and using, for the past couple decades, heck yeah. Hot-wired my first.
What?
Heck yeah.
That's crazy.
Hot-wired my first car. Now that wasn't particularly hard to do, but for the past couple decades, most automobile manufacturers have been defending against those types of attacks by installing immobilizers and using chipped keys. Now using a chipped key installs a second electrical circuit to the starting system. That system only functions if the car detects the correct radio signal from a microchip in the key. Even if you bypass that immobilizer by hot wiring it, most cars will also have a steering lock. That lock won't disengage unless you have a key in the ignition, making it nearly impossible to drive away with your car. Unless you just want to steer off in that steering wheel locked position the entire time. Then you're golden. Now the downside to all of this is that immobilizers and chipped keys are often fairly expensive. And if you happen to lose your key, you often have to go to the dealership to get it reprogrammed. And because of that extra expense, some cheaper cars don't include them. Which brings us to the Kia Challenge. This is our buddy Connor's 2019 Hyundai Elantra, which has actually already been stolen once. So we're gonna try to steal it a second time with nothing more than a screwdriver and a USB cable. You don't even really need this, but I'm gonna use it because I want to try to be delicate. And when I say a USB cable like this, I'm not transferring data, I'm just physically using this shape, matches up nicely with the backside of that ignition cylinder. Pop this off, that's good. So I've taken this apart with 2 screws so we don't break the plastic, but what these guys do is this plastic's so flimsy, these little tabs, you just rip this down and these tabs pop off. So I'm going to get my plug out the way. See this is the problem area right here. Under it, yank it completely out. So I'm gonna depress this and pull this cylinder out. And there we have it. So we got the ignition cylinder out. And so what this does is it mates up with the ignition cylinder right here. That looks to be about the same size. It's just a USB plug. So here we go. Jam it on there. A moment of truth. 3, 2, 1. Building tension, suspense. Will it work? Heck yeah. Holy crap. Yo, I'm part of the Kia boys. I'm a Kia boy now. Nice. Craziness. Absolute craziness. Hop in, Nick. Let's go do some Kia boy stuff. Kia boys application. So how some teenagers figured this out, I have no clue. But what I do know is that some engineers over at Kia definitely messed up. How could such a large car company mass manufacture a car that's so easy to steal? So we reached out to Kia to see what they had to say about the problem and received a very polite but largely uninformative response. They said, "It is unfortunate that criminals are using social media to target vehicles without engine immobilizers," calling it a coordinated effort by those criminals. They also added that all of our vehicles meet or exceed federal motor vehicle safety standards. But it turns out not everyone agrees with that, and there is now a class action lawsuit against Kia and Hyundai in several states. And by the way, if you're in the courtroom watching this, go to donutmedia.com and get yourself a "I was in a courtroom with a Donut Media video play t-shirt." The thing is, other car manufacturers don't have this problem, at least that we know of. And if Kia isn't gonna tell us what the problem is, well, we're just gonna have to find out ourselves. Oh, this you joined. So, we ripped out the ignition cylinder from the Cabrio that I hot-wired earlier, and I went online and I bought the same ignition cylinder from the Hyundai that I also stole. I'm gonna take these two, compare them, and see what the differences are. Okay, so you remember that plug that I removed from the Cabrio before that let me hot-wire the car? Well, this is where it mates up to in the backside of the cylinder. Now, if I pop this off, you can see when you twist this key, it rotates that little pin right there. And that pin fits on the backside of this connector. And when you rotate that, that connector jumps these pins and allows the car to start. Unfortunately, getting this piece out is a major. You had to take the whole steering shaft out to be able to get enough room to pull this piece out. So while it is similar in how it functions compared to a Kia, it's much, much harder to get to the vulnerable piece to get the car to be able to start. Okay, so let's look at this Kia cylinder and see how it differs. Like we did earlier, all I have to do is push this little pin in and that whole assembly pops out, exposing our nice little USB slot, which we can turn and crank the car over. Now we did it this way because we were being non-destructive, but if I were a real Kia boy, all I would have to do is take a screwdriver, pry it in here, and just wiggle this a little bit, bend it enough to where it pops that pin. That pin is the only thing preventing this whole entire assembly from popping out. So the fatal flaw in the Kia system is that small little pin. That's it. So why did Kia put these in their cars in the first place? Well, it seems to me the only answer is cost. All of this could have been avoided by using an immobilizer. And in fact, cars in Canada have this same system in it, but use an immobilizer because they're required by law to do so. And this affects cars from 2011 all the way to 2021. If you were to factor in all the different models that use this over that many years, that is a ton of money that Kia saved. And now, Gertie's gone. So how can you protect yourselves if you own one of these cars? Well, Kia says they're working with local law enforcement to provide free wheel locks to those in highly affected areas. But the problem is, this is a nationwide thing, and they're only working in places like Milwaukee, St. Louis, Memphis.
And if you don't live in those areas, Kia is offering a $170 kit to protect your car, but that doesn't include the installation costs, which could be up to $500.
So if you happen to have a car and you don't live in those places, you're gonna have to figure out a solution for yourself. Maybe a kill switch, maybe another sort of lock. I don't know. We've done some anti-theft videos here at Donut. Why don't you check one out and watch?
Does your wallet feel like overstuffed luggage?
Man, now, that was a good video, low-key, crazy. Nigga, so, one, I got a story. I like always doing story time on my vlog. So, story time. So, my niece, right? She has a Kia. Crazy. And I'm like, one, she mad as hell because she wants to sell the car. But like, okay, I'm finna tell y'all this because this convo actually is funny as hell. So I'm trying to tell as fast as I can. So, boom. More of the story. Her car done got broken into twice. They didn't get her car though. I don't know what the fuck, but like it ain't. I don't know if someone came out and seen the people doing it as they was doing it and they got scared each time, but they always break into her shit and get her and take off her whole assembly. Like whoever be breaking into her shit don't know how to do the simple as whatever. Maybe her shit ain't the super simple as what's it called? Because they expecting it to just be every single Kia, and it's not every Kia. You know what I'm saying? It is a lot of these new Kias, but it's not literally every single new Kia. You know what I'm saying? Or Kias in general, like just a lot of new ones though. So they went up to her shit. They attempted to steal her car twice. Twice. They ain't get it neither time. So when they break in, they always be fucking her shit up. So she calls me one day, and I ain't even know that it had got broken in. The first time it got broken in. The second time she called me. So I'm like, what the fuck? So she shows me her this time the third. I'm like, bro. So your car's been broken into before? She was like, yeah. I'm like, at the same place, which was a job. And she like, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, bro, I'm trying to sell like that, but potentially that was the same person I tried to steal your car twice. I said, and they instantly went, didn't want to come right back and try to steal your shit again, so they waited. You know what I'm saying? Because potentially you was already waiting, and then when they feel like you had your guard down, they came back and tried to attempt to steal it again because they seen it. And then still failed again because they goofy ass, you know what I'm saying, thought they figured it out and had to figure it out, but didn't. So then when they went to try to do it, it ain't work. So she gets in her car, sends me the video, or FaceTime, whatever he's doing. She shows me, nigga, her shit's taken apart. What the fuck? Like, bro, I'm like, what do they be doing? She's, man, see, I'm over this. I don't want this car no more. Look, while we talking, right? This is where she lost me. She had me rolling, though. So be talking and she like sometimes. But this is how I know Kia it can continue to make money as long as they deliver and make some decent cars and make up for this Kia boy shit somehow, some way. My niece Lily goes and states, we sitting here, we talking about, okay, what other cars you potentially talking about getting? She's like, well, I was kind of looking at this and looking at that, but I kind of want a Kia. So I'm like, bro, is we being serious? The whole point of this story and the whole point of this situation of what we talking about right now is because your Kia keeps getting broken into. So we're trying to figure out a better, you know what I'm saying, alteration besides that. Because, like, you need an alternation besides that because you need an alternate. She's like, I know, but, like, it just really looks really nice. And, like, I just really like it. And this time the third, so I'm just sitting there like, bro, females is crazy as hell. But boom. I'm just sitting here. Now that I just sat here, when I thought about it, I'm like, bro, why hasn't Kia actually sat here and recalled or did a recall on none of all them cars? Oh, because it's too many, huh? Y'all ain't got that money. These big ass businesses, you gotta think they gotta spend more money to keep shit manufactured and coming in and this time the third. You know what I'm saying? Because they bigger business. So they gotta spend more just like they make more, they also gotta spend more too. So they issues is way bigger and they might get an issue that be bigger than what the fuck they make within a couple seconds. And you be like, how do we handle this? Like, what the fuck? How do we go about this? We didn't know how to go about this. We wasn't prepared for this type shit. Boom. Motherfuckers fucked on a whole bunch of customers for recalls and different shit they could have avoided by not cutting corners type shit, you know? Because that's what these companies be doing and what they be on. So, this is not the side. I wanted this blunt to at least be like right here, but I guess that's really why it took me so long. I'm trying to make it like longer. That bitch perfect though. On me. But I'm instantly like, you would think a motherfucker once they start doing like, okay, so for instance, like, if it's a small business, right? Like, it's my business and I'm putting out clothes. I know clothes ain't the same as fucking cars, but still, product is product. Fuck you talking about. Everything is supposed to be up to T. Mistakes happen, for sure. But it's like, that's the whole point why we supposed to be on point. Or try to be on point up to T. You gotta check shit, double check, go over, inspect, all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Do 20 point, 25, 100 point, 1,000 point inspections, whatever it is, to where you got a real checklist and shit, you know? So, say, I'm a clothing brand designer, because that's what I am, touching my phone. I was finna say and start coming with a different example. I'm a clothing brand designer. Instantly, I send out 100 items, bro. 100 items, right? No, we're gonna say 1,000 items. I sent out 1,000 items and don't know one of my machines then did some crazy shit to where it done ink blotched every single last fucking shirt bad as hell. So when people get that shit, they get a brand new shirt with a fat ass ink blotch somewhere. I don't know shit about it. None of this because none of my people went over, looked, double checked nothing before we sent it out or nothing. So everybody's trying to save time and shit like that to get the shit done. Boom, it gets sent out. So now people get their shirts. I'm chilling one day. My phone get flooded with reports, reviews, emails, questions, concerns, all of this. And all of this saying there, ink blot, ink blot, ink blot, ink blots, ink blot, ink blots, ink blots. I'm going to have to look and go figure out what they talking about. Read the reviews, see what they saying. Then I'm gonna have to go back, look through everything and make sure ain't nothing else and see and say, we just sent out another 1,000 order, right? And then I ain't get to check that order. So then I go and I check whatever we still do got on hand. And I look and all of these got ink blotches on them too. And it's another 1,000. Just to keep the number, the math simple. So we just sent out 2,000 already. 2,000 orders that's fucked up before we can catch the mistake or before we caught the mistake. Fuck. Okay, now the rest of these it's lost money either way it go. Cause now we produced all of this shit and it's all fucked. It's contaminated, you know? So it's like rather unless we're gonna get this shit away and sell it for something to where we take a loss, we make some money back, we damn near gotta just toss this shit and throw it away. Cause we don't know if people gonna buy this shit or not, depending, you know? So then now it's like, all right, you have a bigger situation on your hands. Same shit with Kia. So, like they said, somebody did a bad job somewhere. Somebody didn't do their job right or correctly or something, or somebody didn't evaluate correctly, because there's no way Kia, 30 minutes, should be able to sit here and go through some shit like that and just constantly keep producing cars with the same shit, no immobilizers. No immobilizers, Gabe. And they're trying to make it seem like talk about some our cars follow all the safety standards and rules and regulations. That may be true. Obviously, motherfuckers is out here driving the cars and gotta forcefully drive them to fuck them up. Y'all done made the cars good. I ain't gonna lie. That's why everybody love them and be constantly still grabbing them. Why would some people grab some cars or grab a car continuously if it's trash and it ain't really doing what it's supposed to or not performing? I'm pretty sure that's dumb. You know what I'm saying? But that's the video, man. That's the vlog. You feel me? I told y'all we were doing it different. We doing it like this from now on. It's easier for me, simpler for me. I gotta worry about straining my SD cards with memory and shit. And uploading nothing. This shit go right to the computer already as soon as I press stop. All of that, man. No more good as it. I was say that was low-key ass. I need to like this bitch. But you already know what the fuck going on. Keep them likes coming, man. Keep them subscribes coming, man. Mr. City gonna get up with y'all. That's actually.
Higher than a bitch, I'm off the oil, they don't get it. Running up my money, I'm getting my money. I'm talking my chicken, hold up, bitch be talking that shit, but whole time told that bitch to listen.